I'm doing my first ever product review, and that is on the Arc Pack. Now, the Arc Pack to me is hands down cheapest and best power system that you can buy. You can pick up these packs second hand off like Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, for no more than $300 or $400, and it creates a really fantastic way of being able to have portable power out in the bush. Now, I love this because I run multiple different four-wheel drives and different cars and different setups, and the fact that I can take this, my fridge and my solar panel, from any setup, like going away in the big Captiva and the car trailer to go and pick up something, putting it in the back of the Jeep to take it away when it's finished for, you know, a day on the beach or an overnight on the beach, wherever it might be, throwing it in the back of the in the other four-wheel drive that I've got that's coming very, very soon, next video, throwing it in the back of there to be able to take it away and stuff like that. You know, to me, having a portable power solution definitely is the way to go. Like, it changes the way you can camp, and it changes the way you do your setup, because like I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and having the ability to be able to take them away camping in a 7-seater car, then fold the seats down and throw all the gear in the back and my swag on the roof, and it's just me going away, or whatever the story may be, you know, it's a game changer. It really is. And like, I'm a big fan of some camping stuff coming certain directions, and then I'm not so much fan of another in terms of overkill. You know, I've got a pretty beefy system in the caravan, which you guys will see one of these days, and it can run everything but the kitchen sink. It can run coffee machines and toasters and kettles and everything like that. But that's great when I've got the family in the caravan on the back and I'm doing a family trip away for a month or whatever the story might be. But what it doesn't change is the fact that, you know, I don't want to take that with me when I go away just by myself, because it's overkill. So that's where this comes into hand, you know. The Arc Pack, it is hands down the best power system. I'll bring the camera a little bit closer and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so this is it close up. All closed up, turned off, locked off, whatever the story may be. So now, you've got, this is your main display panel in here. Okay, as you can see, you've got a screen. You know, if I zoom in here, wrong way, you should be able to see, there you go, that it's currently sitting at 13.3 volts and it's currently half charged. That's because it's been sitting in my shed the last few weekends charging phones or whatnot. It hasn't been plugged into the power or had the solar panel on it or whatever. But anyway, big red key for, you know, turning your power off and on. That basically activates and deactivates all power in throughout the box. You've got your different modes here. So at the moment it's set on a discharge cycle. I'll bring this in a bit so you can actually see that a bit more. There you go. So it's currently sitting at discharge cycle. It also tells you, you can see here that it's 55% charged. All right, now if you go through the cycles here, it's sitting at 13.3 volts. But if you push the button, okay, it'll also cycle and tell you exactly how many watts you're drawing out of this battery box, which is a really good feature when you want to monitor how much power your fridge is draining, how much power that light's draining. And depending on what you're running, depending on how much that fluctuates up and down, and I'll play around with that in a minute. The other cool feature that this box does too is you've got 2 cigarette light chargers here and here for charging phones, running whatever you want to run, you know, they're very handy for that too. Now, over here, hang on, I'll bring this out a bit. There we go. Now, if you slide it around sideways, all right, you're paired with an Anderson plug, okay, so you can run your fridge and all that sort of stuff off the Anderson plug. You've got a 300 watt inverter for charging laptops and stuff like that. You know, it really is the all-in-one power pack, and that's what makes it so brilliant. That, you know, being able to charge drones and cameras and stuff, extraordinarily handy. Flick it around the other way, okay, you've got your permanent power out or permanent power in, depending on what way you wire it up. You know, that allows you to run more heavy duty stuff, I suppose you could say. Charger input there. Now it comes with both the cigarette lead and a 240 charger for, you know, running different stuff. You know, underneath here, this is where your battery goes. Okay, I've got it paired with an 140 amp hour lithium battery. It runs absolutely everything that I need it to, you know. Yeah, as I said, there is multiple different versions of this Arc Pack available to buy too. This was just the one that I found, and I thought, you know what, this thing does such a good job, you know, I have to do a video on it, you know. So here, I'll zoom back in here. Alright, and I'll bring this forward a bit more. There, focus, yep, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, to give you guys an idea of just how much power it uses and what it does and doesn't use. Alright, we'll turn the fridge on too. Plug the fridge in, hang on. Plug it in, makeshift cord that I've got, but you know, it does the job. It's seen better days, but you know, who cares? Alright, so Anderson plug powered fridge. Alright, we'll plug it in. Turn the key on, bang. There you go. Straight away you can hear that that's now engaged and turned on. The fridge is now charged. Or the fridge is now running is what I should say, not charged. Now, when that actually cycles on, you'll actually see that it's actually drawing for about 52 or 53 watts. This thing draws at any given time when it's running, you know. Now if you come around here, you know, while that's on as well, you know, you remember you got the cigarette chargers there, right? Come back out a bit, right? Cigarette chargers there, you can see that's charging at 1 watt. All right, you know, fantastic. Bang your charger in, light comes on. See now that's starting to charge, that's starting to draw 5 watts now. With the charger, it draws 5 watts. Then you watch it jump up, it charges the phone in, cling, see, drops up to 8 watts, now it's charging. Drops up to 42, 51 watts, see. The fridge is now engaged, 58, you know, 60. Gives you a very, very, very clear indication of exactly how much power you're drawing at any given time. Unplug the phone charger, it drops down to 47 watts. Alright, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's absolutely fantastic in every way. It provides everything that you need when you're out camping in a realistic setting. You know, whether it be cold drinks on ice creams on the beach, cold beers at camp. You know, it really is hands down portable power pack. Now, obviously, if you were going to run a solar panel with this, you would have to pair it with a DC to DC charger, you know, of some description, or a regulator, sorry, is what I was meant to say, not a DC to DC charger. You obviously regulate it, you know. Now, get this thing to bloody focus, yep, there we go. Okay, obviously, you would get it to, you know, you'd get it to, what's the word I'm looking for? You get a regulator in the line there somewhere, obviously, you know. Oh, bloody camera's out of focus again, there we go. Not liking it, is it? What? Obviously, you know, you would get some description of, you know, some description of what you'd want to set it up or how you want to set it up. But the possibilities is endless. You can run these in series too, I've been told as well, if you want to have multiple power supplies, depending on the scenario. You know, like, it's great. It is, as I said, it is, and I'll keep saying it, it's the best portable power solution that there is in terms of camping, you know. Like, as I said, it's a game changer. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, as I was saying, you know, it's a great portable power solution for people that have to use the back of their cars for everyday scenarios, but still want to go away on the weekends. I obviously wouldn't recommend something like this for a proper heavy duty full off the grid system, because obviously it's just not going to suffice, you know. You could run all your 12-volt camp lights and everything out of it till the cows come home, no issues at all. Plenty of output and power. As long as your battery can keep up to whatever you're running, you're home and hosed, you know what I mean. But I wouldn't use it in like a permanent power solution where it's something you're going to have running or using 24/7, because it just wouldn't cope. You know, I do find that when you're driving, depending on the setup that you've got in your car and how long you're driving for, the charging setup off the cigarette lighter in your car is definitely a hell of a lot slower than your traditional sort of DC to DC chargers and stuff like that. That's where, you know, you'd add a solar panel or something, you know, in its place, not so much while you're driving, but when you're parked at camp. So, you know, I might pair this with, say, a King solar blanket or a cheap solar blanket that I'd throw out on the bonnet of the four-wheel drive or whatever, you know, when you pull up at camp, just to keep it going and keep it chugging along at that, you know, with that little bit of a charge rate that it needs, you know. But look, for me, I took it up to Coffs Harbour, I've taken it up to Tamworth, I've taken it quite a number of places down to Victoria, etc. And I can't fault it. Absolutely, hands down, the perfect portable power solution that money could buy on a budget. You know, there's a lot of other power packs out there that are just as good and if not better for absolutely quadruple the price. The best thing I love about the Arc Pack is that it honestly provides good quality power in a good quality unit that's Australian made, that's cheap, that everyone can go down the street and buy, because not everyone's got $1,000 and $1,500 to go and drop on some of the more expensive power packs and stuff like that. And they do get that expensive. You know, they do get that expensive when you start looking at the money. Like, look at the price of the Red Arc, you know, packs and stuff like that. You know, they're just not worth it. So as I said, honest review, absolutely rate it. Great bit of kit, gets you out and about, keeps your stuff running, keeps it charged. What more could you ask for out of a portable power solution? And the best thing about it, as I said, is that it's portable. You can take it on the beach. You can throw it in the back of the buggy when you're going hunting. You can chuck it in the back of the four-wheel drive for a weekend away with the kids. Hell, you can take it to work and run the beer fridge for after knockoff beers. You know what I mean? The possibilities are endless because it's portable. And that is what I absolutely love about this unit. And that's why I rate it so much. Very honest unit. You know, pairs very well with a lot of the bigger stuff. You know, yeah, as I keep saying, what more do you want? You know, it is a very honest and good portable power solution that solves a lot of your dramas for a lot of camping scenarios. You know, that you just, yeah. Anyway, I've ranted and raved enough. You know, my first ever product review. Tell me what you think about it. You know, could I have presented it better? All the feedback helps. I'm new to this. I'm learning as I go. You know, if there's anything I've missed, I know I didn't touch on the inverter side of much. You know, if there's anything I've missed, please let me know. The inverter's a 300 watt. Charges most laptops and tablets and all that sort of stuff, which is all you ever need. Yeah, let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe if you've liked what you've watched. I'm going to try and get used to doing these videos more regularly. I'm going to try and get one ahead under my belt if I can, so that way I've always got something to fall back on for whatever reason if I have a weekend where I can't film. But yeah, absolutely keen for the next one. So yeah, and I can't wait to show you guys the Arc Pack in use, you know. Go. Okay guys, no worries at all. Thank you for watching, much appreciated. As I said, please like and subscribe, it definitely does help. We'll see you guys on the next one, and yeah, super keen to introduce you to the new rig. Alright guys, cheers, have a good one, get out and about.